Hello everyone. So it's Friday. We're going to be finishing up our illustration, our page tonight. Throughout the past 4 days, we've been building up to this point, and it's pretty exciting to kind of wrap it up and put the bow on top and to just bring the whole coloring page together. So last night, well, actually, from where I left off last night, we finished up with the jean. And actually, looking at it again today, I think I made the right choice. Like, I'm really happy for where we've ended up. So, we just have the flower, we have the nails, we have potentially the headband. I actually kind of like it white. And then we might add just some finishing touches, like some details here and there. Just some details that I like to add just to make it a bit more graphic, but I don't know if it's the right choice for this piece, so we'll find out together. And I might just correct some things that I did and intensify some colors here and there. So let's see how our time together goes today and bring this piece to finale, because next week we're going to start on another page in the book. So yeah, I haven't decided yet. I'm gonna definitely use the community tab over on YouTube, the YouTube community tab, so I can select, just get some ideas or some options if anyone else is leaning one page towards another. And again, this is the Better Days Joyful and Simple Coloring Book. And you can get yours on Amazon or download the digital version over on my StanStore. Link is in my description, and it'll take you right there to the two options. So you can get your own copy if you want to color together, or if you want to do something on your own, print it out and work independently. So yeah, I'm not sure which page we're going to work on next week. I'm pretty excited for it. But let's finish up this one first and see what happens. Okay, so I was pretty drained last night. Did not get the best rest in the world, but as you guys know, I have a newborn. So this isn't exactly the season for sleep. It's more or less a time of tending to the immediate needs of an infant for their long-term survival. So I'm focused on getting to our first landmark, which is 1 month, and then the milestones after that and after that. And also with my daughter, getting her to 2 years old healthily and in a strong manner and as a happy little girl. So that's kind of like my focus right now, and enjoying the summer as best as I can. So sleep, what's that? Sleep, especially if you are someone who breastfeeds, like I'm breastfeeding. So I have the extra labor of using my body to feed my baby, and even when it's uncomfortable, when it's not fun and very inconvenient. So it's late nights and early mornings, and a 24-hour day is just the name of the game right now. It's just a season though. I remember how fast it went by for my daughter and how temporary it was. I remember in the moment it felt like forever, but it's not that. Like, once 3 months go by, you realize your baby has changed a lot too. So it's the process that changes you, and you get to watch your baby grow as well. So let's keep going. I know I just want to do the nails like a pink or a red color, nothing too crazy. So I'm just gonna select something that's I think I'm gonna go red, or like this lipstick red. I don't know, we'll see. That or bright red, one of the two. But I'm leaning towards bright red, so let me see how that goes. Hopefully I can stay in the lines a little bit. Oh, I should have went a little brighter. Ooh. It's a little dark for me, but it might be a little light. So let me just match it on the other foot at the very least. And chalk it up to one of those midway moments where we change our nail color after we've already started. So yeah, it's a little deep. And as it dries, it's not terrible, but it's not reading as like a strong red even on camera. So let me see, what other red do I want to try out? Well, this one's kind of like a yellow orange, a red yellow orange, a red orange, a bright one. Maybe I'll try that. Make sure I'm seeing everything. Oh, that's not bad. Let me see something. What did I use here? Originally, I used bright red. Okay, so I can go vermilion for the rest. R2, where are you? It's amazing how like I can find all the adjacent colors, but never the one that I'm looking for. Okay, so let's see how this one goes. I do want it to still be like red. Okay, it's still kind of dull, but you know what? With that one, with that side, I was coloring over the skin tone as well. So, oh my gosh, it reads more red in real life. So, be mindful of that. Let's just try a second pass. Okay, maybe I should go brighter, just in case. Because you're not really seeing it here, like, at all. I'm gonna actually try the color I used on the lip yesterday. Because it's pretty readable against the skin tone. Ooh, that's not what I used yesterday. Let's see this. Yeah, did not use that either. And current. Ooh, didn't use that either. Ow. Hurt myself just now. Okay, let's see. I don't think that's the same pink. I do not know where it rolled off to. So let me just choose another pink altogether. So it really shouldn't even be this hard because the area is so small. Okay, so I'm just gonna choose and go with whatever happens because it's not that complicated. Okay, so I chose that one last. Let's just go with Vivid Pink. Hope it reads well. RP6. RP6. Okay. I think it'll read. I really do. Okay, in real life, I can see it. In real life, it's here. Thank you for my recent follow over on Twitch. It's nice to have you here. Thank you for coming. Thank you for following. I hope that this live stream and all the streams I'll do in the future are something that you can find comfort in. I do my best to stream at this hour, so you are so welcome here. So you can't really see it. Maybe it'll show up tomorrow, but the color reads pretty well in real life. Okay, yeah, you can see it a bit better. So it is like reddish pink. Like you can see it. It is there. I'm not crazy. I just wanted to make sure you guys are seeing what I'm seeing. I just had to bring it closer to the camera for you to get a better visual. Maybe I can bring this down just a tad. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the flower. I'm feeling yellow, but I feel, okay, let's just do the greens and then we'll move into the actual color of the flower. Of the petals, I should say. So let's choose a nice vibrant one. I don't want to go too dull. I don't know, this one, Petite Pois? Is that what that says in French? Okay, GY8. GY8. I really want to have a green thumb. Like, that's one of my desires ever since my husband and I moved to this home the past couple of years. I couldn't care less before, but now that we have like a little gardening bed that I don't really understand how to manage. I've been learning passively about how to grow flowers and what it takes to maintain good soil and getting rid of weeds, but I haven't actually made the leap to commit to doing it for at least one season. I haven't. Each time I've tried, I've been pregnant, so I'd start and then I'd get really fatigued and then I'd stop, and that's never really been any fun. Let me see. Sorry, I cannot find this color. Okay, so I found the green. We are going with Petite Pois or Poi. I think it's Pois. It sounds French to me. So let's just do this here. Oh, it's dark. But yeah, it's still good though. Not bad, not bad. So let's just take it really simple and approachable. I really wanted this book to be simple and an approachable book for people to just attempt to use. I know I get overwhelmed really easily when it comes on to a lot of details. And because I'm creating this with the intention of even myself, this is my first time coming back into creating from my pregnancy was wild. I was not mentally here. I was just surviving for at least 3 months of it. The last trimester did a number on me. So I am returning to just indulging in this creative side again. But I knew that I didn't want to create something that was really complicated and complex. And you see how I've been taking several days to even complete this simple illustration, simple page? How much longer would it take if it were like a super complicated page? And I like the idea of a satisfying reward after you are, you don't put it off too long, right? My streams are roughly like an hour 15, sometimes hour 20 minutes. So I feel like it's rewarding that at the end of the week I have something to look forward to. Like this is gonna be done. This is about 4 days that we've been working on this. So I'm really happy in that regard. I do like the green now that I've let it dry. Let me show you. It's a bit more vibrant. So I want to actually try and see if I can swatch like an even more vibrant green just for the end. Actually, this one looks good. GY5, just for the petals there. And I don't know if it'll read well, but it's worth it to see. Yeah, it's not really coming through, even though it's brighter. But it's okay. Let's see how it dries and go from there. So with the petals, we do have a bit of bleed from the brown. So I think I should make the petals something that can compete with the brown. I'd love to do yellow, but it doesn't seem like that's gonna be a possible. Like it's gonna look a little funny. Okay, I haven't quite. What color should I do? Should I do red? I don't know. Let me think. If you have any ideas, feel free to let me know. I haven't seen a red flower like that before, but maybe Google will tell me otherwise. Maybe pink. Pink with a yellow center. It doesn't have to be too reflective of real life. At this point, I just want this to come together. Really, just well enough. So not that color. Maybe it's helpful to just do the yellow center first. And then go with a darker pink for the actual flower. So I'll probably go with this one, maybe? Or lemon yellow. Yeah, why not lemon yellow? Lemon yellow. It's such a small surface area, so simple, perfect. Okay. In a perfect world, it didn't bleed, but because it did, I feel like making a pink flower makes sense. Let's see what this pink looks. I keep grabbing this pink and it looks nothing like. So I keep grabbing this one, but it looks like, where is it? It's super neon. And it's called Dark Blush. I don't really like the way it dries. So let me decide on a pink. I'll start modest again with maybe, I'm leaning towards this pink here. Queen pink, and then I'll just build up with it. RV 130. RV 130. RV 130. Okay, having trouble locating the specific color. Okay, I believe I found it. Let's see. So this one is similar to the last one. Yeah, it kind of is. But if it dries anything like what it looks like, then it should be fine. that. Let me do the yellow one more time just to solidify it again. So I started with this. Let's go deeper now, RV 130, and we are going to jump down to, I guess, Pastel Rose. Let's go there, R9. And then we can just keep it moving. Oh, I do not like that. I feel like they look so different. But it's okay. I don't want to overthink it. Yeah, I'm not going to overthink it. Let's just keep going. I feel like one day next week, maybe midweek, we'll take a break from doing the coloring book and just go back to good old sketching. I don't know if I'll use my iPad for that or if I'll use an actual sketchbook, but I thought it'd be good to switch it up sometimes just to keep it fun, explore different media, different textures. So let's see. It's kind of cute. I feel like I'm holding back. It could be darker, a bit more vibrant. So I'm gonna just do this whole area with the dark pastel rose instead, and then I'll find an even deeper pink to take the rest of it home, the flower. So from pastel rose, a nice deeper pink, I would say. That's still nicely saturated. Oh man, this thing is in blood. Try to recover that yellow as much as we can. Oh man, that poor yellow. It just got absorbed by the pink. Might have to go in with a pencil crayon later. So, a nice pink that I feel like would be a nice step deeper. Let me make sure I'm looking at everything. I feel like moving towards purple wouldn't be such a bad idea. Let's try it using the deep lilac and see what happens there. Might as well experiment. This pink is quite different. V160. Is it V160? Or was it RV160? No, it's V160. V160. You know, something I am not looking forward to is 30-degree weather this weekend. Living in southern Ontario, we do use Celsius, but 30-degree weather, anything above 27 to me or 26 is too hot. And the forecast this entire weekend is supposed to be really warm. I'm not really looking forward to it. I like warmth and I love the feeling of the sun, but it gets a little much once you're actually trying to sleep and it's still warm, or when it's mid-evening. The feeling of just being engulfed in heat just isn't something that I enjoy. So I'm really looking forward to some rain that's going to break it soon. The forecast says Sunday night, maybe Monday, and then next week the actual weekdays are going to be really favorable weather. That's going to be around 27, 26, which is perfect for me. I love a good fall weather and some early summer weather as well. But being in the thick of July is testing me going into August. But I guess I should appreciate it, considering in Canada we had the worst winter in decades last winter. Where is this color? I cannot find it. V160. It is not here. Well, what's the next color close to it? Well, I have V150. So what does that look like? I don't think that's what I want to do. Let me see what it looks like on my color swatch. Not great. Not terrible. But not visible. It's not deep enough. Oh my gosh, I found it. V160. Let's see what happens with this. It should be deeper. Oh, significantly deeper. So let's go in with that. Okay, that's like really purpling right now. Let's see if I could blend it out just a tad. Not my favorite part of the illustration, but for now we're gonna leave it before I overthink it even more. So let's see what I could do, which I should have done before I came on live, was get some more ink pencils, because I'd like to actually add some more details to the black line art that I have here, but I do not have my ink markers handy with me. I don't believe I do. Let's see what I've got. Some of these are really old. Well, it's not so bad, but it's not exactly the most precise marker that I would prefer for what I would do for this section. Yeah, this one is pretty much dead. Well, it's coming back. It's like 13 years old, but it's coming back. Let's see what we can do here. Oh, it's so dry. So I'm just giving her fuller lashes here. I actually think I might give her a dark headband. I don't know if I'm gonna regret it, but like, I like the white. Okay, if I like it, then why don't I keep it? Okay. My answer. I guess I wasn't intending on it being white when I started, but it just is, and I like it. So yeah, that one there. What else do I want to do ink-wise? I want to add just a bit of texture to the eyebrows. There you go. I like a textured brow. It's okay if it looks a little ununiform. There we go. Wait, do I have the gel pen actually? That's pretty important for this next step as well too. Let's see, I don't know if I have a gel pen, but I will have, okay, I do have a white pencil crayon though. Let me see if I'm just adding like a lip liner effect. So there's a bit of a transition. At least that's how I envisioned it when I did this yesterday, when I did the lip color. So I'm just adding a little bit of purple, or should I say dark purple, pardon me, Prismacolor. Just to help with the transition of the pink. All right, let's see. I'm so tempted to do that. Like usually what I like to do with my illustrations is I like to do something like that. And I think I am gonna do it with this one. It's kind of cool when it starts to feel like it's looking like a sticker, at least to me. So why don't we go ahead and do that? I'll show you what I do. Start with the pants actually. Yeah, something like that. Where on like the thickest outer line, I just line it with some white, and it just helps to add that graphic quality. It does make the illustration feel a bit more flat if I'm not using it like strategically, but I like that flat look personally. Yeah, the flat look it's just kind of me. It's my style. Like there's still depth, there's still dimension, but overall the approach is flat. I don't want it too 3D. And you can see already the effect that it has. I love how it looks. I'm gonna have to take this out of my cold dead hands. Doing this, it's just so satisfying to me. I love that it just feels like it's popping just a tad bit more. I try not to overdo it, but I just can't resist. So the outer line again, I'll do that there. I wish I had a gel pen right now, but I know I don't. I probably do, but I do not know where it is. It's not at my desk. So yeah, let's do the shoulder. Is one of the areas I typically always do. Keeping the pencil sharp is super helpful. It just looks like she's shining, like she's on the page, but she's popping off of it at the same time. She almost looks like she's lotioned up a little bit. Whether it's coconut oil, whether it's shea butter, like it's something. Okay, let's do this here. I could do the neck and the shoulder, and it'll help separate this from the hair. So let me do that. You see what I mean? Like that really helps differentiate from the hair. I like that. That's the Chalene special. And I just want to add a touch of it here. And then I can kind of just feather it out. I don't want it to be a full line. Okay, so here's the nose. Like, I could go in and add some like depth in here, but I don't know. Let's see. I actually wish I could tone it down just a bit, just like how the hand is. But it's going to be just fine. Alright, so we did that there. I might have to just balance this out. I do have to do here, based on what I'm seeing. And I'm going to add some right here. Okay, and then the outside here. And on the other side of the foot. I don't have to do it too deep because I don't want to drag too much attention to the toes. Where else am I needing it? Maybe just a little here. Oh, it's really pretty. So let me show you where we're at. Maybe just a bit more close up. It's a really simple page, but I still need this. Okay, so this is what we're looking at. So you got the texture and the hair there. Ooh, so pretty. It looks even better up close. And yeah, this is where we're at tonight. I managed to get to this point pretty quickly, and I do like what I've done. I don't actually feel pressed to go much further. I feel that feeling where you're supposed to just stop, and then I pick up the pencil again. Let me just do this elbow, and that's it. But I definitely have that feeling of like, maybe I should stop here. I do like it. I do like what I've done and I've managed to create so far. So this is 4 days, 4 live streams. Not the longest live streams. I know there are streamers that go on for several hours, but as I've shared in different live streams, I have 2 very young children. So if at any point in the night I'm needed, like right now my husband is with my children and like they're in bed, but he's monitoring them. But if at any point I'm also needed, I do have to hop off the live stream. And typically that happens around this point in the live stream, moving towards like 11:30, midnight. And so I'm cognizant of the trend that's been happening. I've started live streaming on Tuesday, I think. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yep, this is the 4th day. So yeah, I'm getting right back into the rhythm of what we used to do before. So yeah, I think this is it for tonight. I might take a picture, post it to one of my stories, because I'm going to share on my Instagram next week a bit more publicly that I'm going live. I haven't done that yet, but I haven't actually shared with too many people about the coloring book. Anyways, so this has been like a really great week, just highlighting this. What I do want to do in the meantime is just do some doodling. I actually got some oil pastel markers over, what was that thing called? Amazon Prime Day. Yes. So I think I'm gonna go over and do that just to end the night, just to do some doodling, because I did finish the coloring page. If you do want to comment and let me know what your suggestions are for the next page for next week, then definitely let me know. What I'll do actually, because if you're on the stream now, I'll just do a quick flip through of what we're working with, and you can just let me know. So I have this page. Hold on, let me just do that. We have here, and then we have this page here. You could find this book on Amazon KDP. Let me just do this up a bit. Oh, perfect. On Amazon.com, or if you're in Canada, .ca. So that's the page we did today. Oh, it's so pretty. Here's another page. I did this page. It was a sneak peek back in February when I was live streaming that week. Then we have this page. Oh, I'm leaning towards this one. Ooh, I love the long hair. And we have this nice water page, very peaceful. Flower, floral, something floral. Nice simple pages. There's some pottery going on here. Oh my gosh, this one's gonna be so much fun. Yeah. This is the book cover. Well, that's gonna be fun too. Actually, maybe it might be this one, guys. It might be this one. I love this one so much. It's so much fun. Oh yeah, it makes me smile when I see it. This one, pizza outside or pizza at the park. Writing in your journal or sketching. Eating ice cream. Everyone deserves a coconut drink. We have a nice like portrait image here. And this is our final page. Oh, so gorgeous. Yeah, I have favorites, but honestly, I love all of them. That the whole point when I created these illustrations, because these are hand drawn and they're made by yours truly. I'm a professional illustrator, and for the past 5 or 6, I should say 6 years, I've been illustrating children's books. So this is just something that I've done for myself, just applying my skills in another way, where I thought a coloring book would be a nice next step to just build my portfolio. So here's Better Days, Joyful and Simple Coloring Book. So why don't I go back to my sketchbook and we can just explore. So I actually started this week with drawing eggs. It's so crazy. I was on Pinterest and I saw someone else doing that, and I was like, wait, I want to draw eggs too. So I'm making eggs. All right, I'm just getting these colors. These were so cheap, but I haven't actually used oil pastels since I was probably, I don't know, you know those black art cases you get when like you're a child, and it has watercolor paints and pencil crayons, and it has oil pastels as well, and actual crayons. Like that was the last time I've seen an oil pastel, and I never really liked them back then. But nowadays I'm a lot more curious to try out new things. So why don't we go with the red? I'm gonna do an egg surrounded by red. I wanted to just get into this habit of using as much time, like the little time that I have, to start just making things. And it doesn't have to be like super developed or planned. It can just be simple and just letting it exist as it is. So I got my blue egg, my purple background egg. Let's do red, and I might do pink or green over there. I actually wish I did pink here. I regret it already. So let's see, I'll do yellow down there and with a shape up there. Let me do the outline of the actual egg. Something like that. Okay, so let's just color this in. I never realized how quickly it kind of runs. It almost looks like a pear. If you're anything like me, you probably hesitate before even starting very simple pieces. And even if you start quickly, at some point you wonder if you should have done more. And I really believe these exercises are helping me to just allow what happens to happen and to kind of fall in love with the process again. Because I don't think art is supposed to be stressful all the time. Like, I don't even think it should have to be stressful if it's something we are doing to ourselves. I really love art. It's almost like a second heart that beats inside me when I'm not doing it. I'm always thinking about it. And I see it in everything. Like, I'm always looking for it, even when I'm not trying. So doing this just helps me get that feeling that I'm creating out, even if I feel like it's not the most thought through or planned or structured piece. Let's see, can I use the white? I think I used the white last time. So just add like a little light source right there. And, oh, that was the deepest red, was it? I should have went a little lighter, so I could have used that red as a shadow. So why don't we use brown instead to just create a little bit of, ooh, that's deep. Maybe not brown. Why not maybe this here? What happens if I use this? I just want to build some depth here. Yeah, that's good enough. So why don't I go ahead and do another color? I did want to do pink. Yeah, I do. got 2 eggs at the top. I'll do 2 eggs at the bottom. Why not? Oh, whoopsie. I don't think that's possible. I don't know how I'm gonna do that one. I might just have to make it small after all. Oh, they're mirrors of each other. Not good. Well, not really not good, just not what I was planning. Let's see. What I'd like to do in my next exploration is work on some like complementary colors and just some vibrancy. I tend to choose really safe light shades, and also a reason why I picked the pastels was because they tend to be very vibrant, and it's something that I usually just shy away from. Oh, I do this in here. Okay, and then getting the orange. Getting the white. I know it's an egg, but this one looks the least like an egg. The pink one. I have no idea why. All right, I think that's good. So we got our 4 eggs. I feel like I went from like good egg to mediocre egg to like pear to reverse pear. But I did it. Otherwise, I would have just had another sketchbook. My goal is to continue filling the sketchbooks that I own before I purchase a new one. And let me date this because I did do something. I was here. Let's see. Oh, it's the 24th. 24, 07, 24, 2026. Yep, it's just a study. I really like that. Yeah. I don't usually put this much effort into anything that's not work. Usually I've for the past several years while I was working on doing children's books, I've only ever had time for just work things. So being able to like slow down and use this time to connect with the creative side that's not like financially driven or work driven or client driven, I should say, has been actually very eye-opening for sure. Because one thing that does happen is if you aren't actually developing your skill, your creative skills, your art skills, and the actual techniques, you still remain stagnant as an artist. And it's a lot like personal development and working on yourself and your self image. Like, if you stop, then not that the work gets undone, but that level is just stagnated, and the quality just starts to deteriorate as well, because you can't just remember everything at the same time. And when you continue to work and develop the skills like simultaneously, at least you're getting that new feedback, that new input, that those fresh ideas, instead of kind of like recycling everything you already know. So I know for me, as I go into the future, I have to, or would like to, explore getting back into life drawing and things like that. So just stepping back into the realm of just maintaining a healthy artistic practice, so that my skills are refined and I feel like I'm actually growing. So if you hear anything in the background, it's because I'm starting to put these colors away. These are all the colors that I used for that illustration that we worked on in the coloring book. So it's a little wild, but yeah, we got a lot. Even if I used one stroke, there's still quite a bit there. So yeah, I feel really good about it all together. I feel pretty good. I just have to make those steps. But no one ever says how challenging it can be. Well, no, people do admit that trying new things is hard, but it's equally as hard to get back into the groove of things as well. And reclaiming habits that you've had, that can be also just as nerve-wracking, I should say. Okay, so I'm just putting away these colors. I think that was there, and these are down here. Okay. So I think some of these belong to the skin tone pack. Pale mauve. Keep these there, and I'll put these back here. Okay, let's get this one there. Is he looking for food? Is he looking for food? Okay, so these I'm going to put back in here. Let's close this up. So yeah, I really appreciate you sticking around for the stream and being here while I finish that page of our coloring book. What's gonna happen is I will do another stream tomorrow, but it will be over on TikTok, and that's where I will more than likely do that stream. But for Monday through Friday next week, I'll be back here on YouTube, Twitch, and I'm going to be tinkering around a bit more with those live streams. So I hope you'll have just a bit more patience with me, because I want to see if I can incorporate my Instagram as well. And I'm just exploring the tech side, really. So if you could just be patient while I figure that out during the stream, that'd be really awesome. Once I figure all these things out, with my husband's help, I'll have a system that's more understandable for me, even on the back end, that I can replicate whether I have assistance or not. So thank you so much for being here. I will see you, if not tomorrow, on TikTok next week around 10 p.m. Same time. Have a good night.